What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the last episode of Let's Talk Pendejada.
It's the last episode. We're ending it here. I'm sorry, you guys. We're actually not going to continue on Let's Talk Pendejadas, unfortunately. This is the end of an era. We are just done for. Him.
I'm just kidding. Y'all are annoying. I'm just kidding. Nah, just kidding, you guys. We are not ending Let's Talk Pendejadas, but this is our season finale.
Yes.
I know it kind of just came up like randomly.
Very.
No, we kind of just didn't even talk about it as much. But I just want you guys to know that the next season of Let's Talk Pendejadas is in really good hands, and I feel like it's gonna be the best set that we've ever had. We are gonna be reusing, of course, like the couch because a couch is expensive.
Like low key, like this one was pretty cheap, but it's very rare to find cheap ones because
good quality.
Good quality. And this one, like, it was $300, but it did kind of like break a little bit because like I kind of stepped on it. But anyways, furniture is expensive, so we are going to be reusing like a few of our stuff here. So
I feel like if you guys are moving out, or if you guys are young or anything like that, you guys want your first ever like furniture for your new apartment or your new home, go on Amazon, because girl, that shit is popping.
Once you're ready and you save enough money, now you could go right ahead and revamp if you want to later in the future. You know, it's
smart planning. It's
smart planning. Smart planning. Save your money, but then at the same time, like redesign later.
Redesign later. As long as you can work it, that's all that matters. And honestly, it's a really fucking comfy couch.
It is a really comfy couch. So other than
I'm glad that we're not getting rid of it.
No, I'm really happy too that we're not getting rid of it because it's really, really comfy. And then the sign, don't think that we're gonna throw this shit away because low-key, I really love the sign.
Yeah, I feel like we'll just probably put it in our new office space.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys have actually seen any like sneak peeks. I'm pretty sure you guys have because Alan has been posting it everywhere like crazy. We have been posting occasionally about the new offices. So a lot of great planning, a lot of great news, a lot of new revamping. It's just a new era.
It's a new era. I feel like now this time around we're definitely putting our pilas together and like I'm putting our pilas together.
I'm like,
bitch. No, I feel like this time we're kind of just more motivated to do things because we understand how serious things are and like we understand how big this could be, and sometimes me and Irma are really fucking huevones.
Yeah, we are kind of like,
we're not gonna lie. I feel like sometimes like we get a little comfortable with things and it's not okay for us to be doing that because like I said, this is our job. So like if we don't film or if we don't do anything or if we don't invest money into our sets or even just in general, just invest in our money on our YouTube, we won't grow, we won't do anything. Like everything is kind of just an investment.
It's just like we're kind of just leaving you guys hanging. Like you guys do want us to upload. You guys do wait for these episodes. So whenever we don't upload like every week, it's kind of like a guilt trip for sure on our end because like we know that you guys are waiting for this. We know that you guys want something, but us being little huevones is not really helping. So of course, with us moving to the offices, I feel like it's gonna have like a great motivation for us to kind of be like, oh my god, we're stepping in to like getting work done. And I'm not saying like the podcast is just mainly work. No, like yes, of course we're getting paid for like uploading and we have sponsorships, but at the end of the day, I feel like me and Danny still enjoy the raw, real reason of why we started it is because we enjoy talking and
we enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
and I feel like now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. Like now, I feel like I am using a very collaborative thing where it's like, okay, you have your strengths and I have my strengths. So let's not fight about what we can't do. Let's use what we can do and we'll make it stronger. Yeah. So I feel like that has helped us out a lot, definitely with this new season. Even with this new season, I feel like there's good vibes coming into it. There's no rush. Like we both are in agreement with everything. So I just feel like everything is finally coming together.
I'm really happy with it because from season 2, not gonna lie, I feel like it was a little rough because that's when, like as you mentioned, we had our weaknesses and our strengths. In the beginning, I feel like we were just so focused on what we were weak at and what we needed to improve that we were just so everywhere and everything was just not like going through or smoothly as it should. But I feel like now, like towards the end of this season, we have definitely learned a lot from each
Yeah,
other.
for sure.
And we're just trying to grow from each other, you know, like obviously I still have my weaknesses, you still have our weaknesses, but at the end of the day, we're learning from each other and we're learning to better ourselves. So
yeah, and better each other. That's why we're here, because we put each other on check.
And not only that, it's because of you guys too.
Yeah, you guys put us on check too.
You guys, I know I keep saying like you guys as well. I love you guys, but it's because it's true. Like the podcast wouldn't be possible without you guys at all. Without you guys wanting to comment, without you guys like not viewing, like we wouldn't continue doing this because it's like nobody wants to see us, but you guys do. So thank you so much.
Gracias. Now that we are talking about you guys, last week's episode was definitely a hot one because you guys enjoyed listening to Irma's little hookup thing.
It was a story, man.
Dude, it was a journey, and I feel like even till this day right now, Irma still doesn't talk about it. So let's talk about the comments first of all, because there was a lot of comments that we got and more directed towards Irma. So let's go ahead and talk about them. The first one that we got was from Aaliyah HLR23. She posted, Irma, you're the best, but that guy was a red flag. Como que complaining about a $20 bottle? I know. Next. LOL.
Literally, dude, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for sure, I was just like, dude, like, I get it. You're trying to save money, but like, if you knew that we were gonna like hang out and you were gonna spend a little bit much, like, if you're gonna go out, be expected to spend money.
Well, how did he tell you that it was expensive? Were you guys on the phone or you guys were texting?
It was in person. So we were getting out of the elevator already on the floor where we were at. And as we were walking, he was like, yeah, I was so surprised. Like, we were just talking about alcohol. I don't know how exactly it came through, but he was like, oh, that was so surprised about the bottle of how expensive it was. I was like, the bottle? What do you mean? Like, what bottle did you get? And he was like, oh, I ended up getting a small bottle. And I was like, a small bottle? And I was thinking personally, like a small bottle.
Yeah, like a small Patron ones. Yeah.
Yes, like a very tiny one, right? And I was like, oh, $20? Okay. Like, at first I was like, okay, yeah, that probably is a little pricey. But then I was like, that's actually not that bad.
And it was big.
And it was big. And we were walking, I retracted my statement and I was like, wait, that's actually not that bad, because usually that's like $25 to $30. So I don't know what you're complaining. And it ended up being a Hornitos clear bottle. And correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but y'all comment down below, like, is that not cheap or not? Like, $20 for a tequila bottle? And of course I downed that shit, but I was like, that's not expensive, sir. So,
no, I definitely don't think it was expensive, but for sure it was a red flag that he complained about a $20 bottle when he scammed you and didn't even pay you for the fucking hotel.
Yeah, that was for sure like flag in my mind. Like, I already noted that once he said that too. So I was just kind of like taking little notes. So I was like, don't worry. Like, whenever, personally for me, when I go on these hookups or
adventures,
I'm very observant. And I'm just very observant, to be honest. Especially when I'm at parties or when I'm at clubs, like, I am that person that's just like observing.
Paying attention.
Yeah, I'm just paying attention to every small little thing. And so whenever I go to these hangouts, I'm obviously observing every single thing that they do. Like, it sounds bad. Like, it sounds like I'm judging, because I probably am. But, but at the same time, it's like, you got to be aware of those little things, because it's kind of the first time that you're really like seeing this person like in person. If you really think about it, like, hi stranger, how you doing? Like, it's literally a stranger. So of course you have to be very aware of your surroundings and very observant of what exactly is going on. So that is definitely something that I always consider doing, or advise you guys to just be very observant, especially with these kind of things. Be aware. Because that guy, like, him complaining about the price, that was already like in my notes for sure.
You were like, you're like, you already complained. I don't think so. Like, that's already my second red flag, babe.
Exactly. Because here, as you even said it yourself, like, he was supposed to give me half for the hotel, baby.
Oh yeah, we didn't even tell you guys that. That's one part that we didn't even tell you guys in the last week's episode.
And only because I was low-key a little ashamed, because I really let that guy like walk out. Like, I should have said something, but I don't know. Like,
I mean, you're a boss bitch. Who gives a fuck? It was only $40. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can make that easily. Like, this bum ass guy came and like, you used him.
Exactly. them. And still till this
And
day.
he used you. Who gives a fuck?
It really, until this day, he's still messaging me like, hey, what are you up to? What do you want? Not what do you want. I'm like, what are you up to? And want to go for a drive. And no joke, y'all, like, it's so obvious in these text messages that he just does not want to pay for the hotel. Because I probably initiated it or kind of like mentioned it, like, okay, like plan it one day, like get a room or something like that, like probably 2 or 3 times to him already. And he's just like, oh, okay, yeah. And then the next time he was like, oh, come for a drive. I'll pick you up. Like, never mentioning about a room because I know little cheapsteak, like, he ain't gonna be fucking.
Well, do you even want to have SEX on the car?
No.
Why?
Not his.
What car does he have?
Well, it's not because of the car type. It's just that
it's small.
He smokes in this car, and I see his car, and his seats are dirty as fuck, babes. Like, it's like dirt on there.
Well, just put towels.
Honey,
put towels. Make yourself comfortable.
I'd rather fuck on the set. I'm just kidding. No, honestly.
You fucked the worst places.
Bitch, no, for real, I have. But I don't know. Just knowing the smell of his car because...
Well, what about in your car?
It's because it's not my car. It's a courtesy car.
That's why it's even better. It's a courtesy car. And not only that, your seats can go all the way down where you guys can lay down. The reason why I don't hook ups in cars anymore is because, like, I have my house. Like, why the fuck do I need to have, like, Alan set me up in a car, like,
imagine
in a parking lot?
We're gonna go fuck in the park.
Yeah, like, no, like, for reals though. And then not only that, you can get a criminal charge.
Yeah, and that's the other reason why I personally don't want to in the car because it's it's literally, what's it called? A sex offense.
Well, then don't go to parks. First of all, babe, don't park at schools. Second of all. So but I think if you need to, you just need to have a good hiding spot, Irma.
No, that's
if
true.
you don't have a good hiding spot, dude, even in high school, dude, I had the best hiding spot. I never got caught. It was close to my house. I was yelling to the roof like, "Gay!" Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you is that you just need to find. Like,
when you think you find the hiding spot, girl, like you really don't.
And then you move on to the next. And then to the next. And then to the next.
No, like why would I want to put myself in that situation at the end of the day? Like,
because you don't have anywhere else to hook up.
I want to be comfortably, like, if anything.
So let's say that you don't have money for a hotel, but you're like, oh my god, I'm so like, oh like I want it so bad right now. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be like, all right, let's just. Right here on the concrete.
No, I would just find a guy that has his own place, and then I'm set. Like,
how's that going?
I have a few actually right now. Besides the guy that keeps hitting me up, I actually do have a few guys that I'm talking to right now.
But they have homes? Yeah. Good credit?
Sure.
They better be white, Irma. Because if they're not white, your credit won't go right. And you need to understand that right now. Because we all understand that we need credit repair. Anyways,
you're right. I do need to find myself a little white boy there. I need to find myself an American.
But we got a lot of comments about that. So we definitely understand where you guys are coming through about that.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing was, this was a little bit about me, but like, it was nothing because like, everyone was saying the exact same thing, so it's just a little bit weird. Not Danny yawning right in the beginning of the story, and I feel like the ending, he doesn't know how to act. Like, should I act like I am weirded out or like I want to hear? I feel like when you told me, I wasn't even like that when you told me downstairs. No. Like, I was even telling Irma, I was like, please tell me like upstairs, like here in the room so I can hear it. But once you hear it multiple times and then she starts getting caught up where she's like, oh, I did this. And I go, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, it's because, dude, is it just me? Or whenever, like, you tell these type of stories, like, when it's refreshed in your mind, you're like, okay, like, let me mention this. But then you start forgetting, like, little parts and you start remembering them until after. And that's what tends to happen. And then eventually I just start forgetting, like, the time that I was
and then I go ahead and start inventing lies.
Bitch. No, because I was trying to tell the story to Ashley, but I was like, wait, what do I remember saying? So I was just going by off the TikToks that I was, like, saying on fucking, like, what I uploaded and stuff. And then I guess, I think I told the story correct, right? To Ashley? Yeah, so I don't know. I just have a really bad like memory. I feel like I should start having these little journals.
Well, that would be good. There's an app that I have that I journal in a lot.
No way.
Yeah, you want to see? Look, I can show you. It is so cute. I even did it for my recovery. And it has a password too, so.
No way.
Look.
Oh my god.
I didn't do it all the time.
Like, can you
Like, see?
send that to me?
I was like, today the car we rented for Big Bear go broke by the stupid car wash. I was so mad, dude. I didn't know. Dude, I even included a picture of her. It was broken. Anyways.
It was so bad.
And I was like, and it says right here, even feeling stressed. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I even did it for my recovery, like the 17th. I was like, nose job. I got my nose done today. I genuinely can't believe that I went through with it and I acted like nothing. LOL. I'm sure it's my derealization, but hey, if it helped me, then I'm okay with that. Surgery took about 8 hours because doctor said I had a fucked up nose. But he did say he did an amazing job, so I'm excited.
Aw, sweet.
That's my journal.
I need you to share that app with me because I for sure I need to start journaling because I feel like that will help me out a lot in like wanting to relieve just some like chaos in here because this brain is going crazy.
I feel like it's also great because I'm so excited for me to go back into that journal like when the year ends and then be like, oh, I actually did that. Oh, I forgot that we got into that car crash. Oh, I forgot about, so it's definitely, sometimes I do forget a couple of days. So I just go through my photos and I go, okay, do you remember how you were feeling that day? But anyways, now let's go ahead and talk about another comment that we got.
We got to play. I really like how we started mentioning you guys wanting to comment down below because once we started mentioning it, you guys actually started commenting.
Yeah, and I feel like I have conversations with you guys, which is my favorite thing to do. So thank you to Factor for sponsoring this week's episode. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes.
You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Also, there are more than 60 add-ons to help you to stay fueled up and feeling good all day long.
What are you waiting for? Fuel up fast with Factor's restaurant quality meals that are ready to heat and eat wherever you are. It only takes 2 minutes, girl. 2 minutes.
That's literally including pancakes, smoothies, and more. You could discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day, like breakfast, midday bites, and more. Factor
is the perfect solution if you're looking for a fast premium option with no cooking required. Irma and I have done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious.
Head over to factormeals.com/LTP50 and use code LTP50 to get 50% off.
Wait, did you even hear that? Or are you not listening right? That's code LTP50 at factormeals.com/LTP50 to get 50% off. Let's say it together. 50% off. This is from Aiden XE. I know Irma for sure pulls. I mean, she's beautiful as fuck, but she probably isn't ready for a relationship yet. She has too much to overcome and achieve still. I can tell she still has goals. Boys aren't her priority right now, especially nowadays. The dating scene is a disaster. Don't settle, boo. You know better. The right guy will come and when she's the best version of herself
she's
ever been.
Aw, thank you. I really appreciate all that love, y'all. Because honestly, I really appreciate you guys thinking and like seeing the positive outcome of what I'm trying to go for. And you guys are right. I shouldn't really focus on men, but like when I want to have intercourse, I'm gonna have intercourse. So say that.
I mean, I've been telling Irma the exact same thing. I told her, I was like, if you want a guy, you can't get a guy just sitting on my couch. Exactly. You know, you have to go out and get some.
No, it really
but
is.
It also is. I told her, I was like, just how men don't give a fuck about their feelings or their emotions when they're fucking girls. Like, do the exact same thing. Go fuck a random ass guy and have him watch how men. Girl, I have watched. Dude, I need to show you so many movies of that. This is how I think of men. Men are such pigs, and men think about like sex, and men think about just the moment of release, and then afterwards it's kind of just gone. Okay. Because even when I'm not gonna lie to you guys, TMI, but like even when like I go down there and pull on the wiggle. Like at that moment, of course, like I'm aroused, like I'm in the moment. But then after, I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
It is what it is.
I did it. I'm ashamed. I'm a sinner. I will go to hell. Burn my hand. I'm just kidding.
Hey, but low key though, like, no, I don't know how to say this, but low key, like, guys are really horn dogs, and that's why I feel like I don't want it to sound like I'm being controversial or like mean or anything, but that's why it's because gays usually have a lot more sex and stuff. No,
Well, yeah,
because,
but like even when I have a relationship with Alan, I'm not over here fucking being a horn dog and fucking other random ass dudes. You know what I
that's
mean?
the thing that I
So
don't
like
get,
you just
why
but
if gay couples within themselves being a male and male, because male have really high sex drives and they're like testosterone, they're just always thinking about sex. Like, what is it between a straight mind and a gay mind that like? Why is it so hard for a straight guy to just like...
because we have feelings.
Oh.
Because we have communication, we know how to communicate. We're not scared about our feelings.
True.
Men will never do that. Men, like if I am like in the mood to do it with someone or like my man, like I will go ahead and communicate that with him. Like, oh, let's go fuck.
Yeah, you're like,
you know,
go,
like
bitch.
I don't care. Like, oh, I'm craving to suck your dick. Like, go, oh, you suck my dick. Like,
yeah.
Girl, like it's just communication. Like I feel like that's also a huge problem in like straight couples because they're like, oh, he hasn't touched me in like 7 weeks.
If he's not,
did you tell him?
But
she goes, no, but he hasn't touched me. Well, did you do? No. Well, he still hasn't touched me. I go, girl, touch him.
Like,
I'm like, wugga. Like, girl, like, I don't understand. Or like sometimes just like I said, men are pigs, so like use them as your advantages too. I know that sometimes it's a little hard when you're a female, like to kind of show that vulnerability to men or just, I think just sex is so complicated really just because people think about it way too much and people think about their feelings too much. People think about what can come after, what can come before, what can go. And it's valid. It's understandably valid. But I feel like you don't have to think about it that much, especially when you're in a relationship. When you're single, like you, for example, you do have to think about it a lot because condoms, where, who, how, what like it's everything. Like what's gonna happen after? Like
it's kind of like
it is scary.
Each hookup, it's kind of like you have to not relearn, but know what this
be
guy.
Cautious.
Yeah,
just be cautious
and just like figure out like how is this dude like going at it? How is he maneuvering it? What do I have to tell him this time? Like it's kind of like a repetitive thing with the new guy. Me being a hoe.
It really is though.
Like literally. Like being
not that me being a hoe.
Like repetitively, like just telling them like, oh, this feels better. Oh, this is what I like. Oh, this is what I like. Like,
well, that's the good thing is that they're strangers, so you could tell them whatever the fuck you want because.
That is true.
And I remember one time Irma had told me she's like, she's like, guys should bring the condoms. I'm like, yeah, guys should bring the condoms, but you should too because you're a girl. Like you don't want to get pregnant. Like you, even if it's not guy condoms, it could be girl condoms. I know they're uncomfortable, but everyone needs to be safe. No matter if you're girl, guy, gay, like everyone needs to be safe. Everyone has to be cautious about their own thing. Like I'm not about to be going up to somebody and being like, oh, do you have HIV? And then they be like, no. And then you have sex with them. It's like, you can't take someone's word for it. This person's a complete stranger. You can be like, oh, no. And then they leave and then you end up having that disease the rest of your life and you don't know what to do with it. You're just blaming that same person when you had the ability to prevent it. Everyone needs to be safe. I don't care who you are. Everyone. Wear a condom, please. If you don't wear a condom, you're ugly.
Oh, sorry, I'm ugly then.
Like I said, I just feel like it's a common courtesy as a human to... Oops. I burped. To be very like considerate about others. Let's just be considerate about the world.
And that's the thing, I feel like that's why relationships nowadays don't really work out, like new ones, I guess, because
I don't know.
People are just really into themselves.
But I just don't even understand why people are even scared to be like, oh, do you have a condom? Or like I don't even understand why asshole men don't be like, let me wear a condom. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? I feel like the younger generation, I feel like we're old, but we're really not that old. But these kids, like in their 20s or even in the 18s, they get so embarrassed. And it's understandable because it's like...
Wait, how do you know?
Because I know that people...
You hooked up with a 22-year-old or something?
No, but it's because it's not a normal combo. Because it's not, from my experience, when I was at that age, it wasn't something like comfortable, I guess, or that you're used to asking somebody. But the older that you get, you start to realize like, bitch, we're both having intercourse, we're both mature enough, we're both adults, we could tell each other, hey, let's use a condom, let's be responsible adults. But when you're in your 18s, 20s, even 21, you
your
really
ego
don't
is so far up your ass.
that you don't think about all that shit, that you're just like, I know, like, that's embarrassing, I know, why should I even be asking that? Like, no, ask, it's important. Like, don't be afraid to, like, don't be ashamed. Be grown adults.
But anyways, you guys, so we've been rambling on with you guys and talking to you guys in the comments. So if you guys have anything to say, comment down below. When we come back for season 3, we have a lot to talk about. So we hope for that episode, it is a little longer than an hour, where we can start kind of integrating a lot of segments that me and Irma have thought of, which I'm super, super excited. But let's hold our horses because, girl, have you done your taxes?
Oh no, bitch. Don't get me started with taxes season, man. Keeping up with your goals throughout the year, especially with your finances, can be very, very difficult because not only are the holidays going by, birthdays too.
It's time to break up with overdraft fees. Every cent counts towards your big financial goal this year. The Chime Checking account can handle all the heavy lifting while you get the handle on achieving your goal for the year.
The great thing about Chime is that you can overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. By setting up a qualifying direct deposit by using SpotMe to sign up, Chime will spot you up to your limit when you make a debit card purchase or cash withdrawal that exceeds your balance.
Chime has no monthly fee or minimum balance or overdraft fees. And they even have a lot of ATMs everywhere, and they're fee free. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. So what are you doing? Go to chime.com right now /LTP. That's chime.com /LTP.
Signing up to Chime only takes a few minutes of your day. So join the million of other Chime members and sign up today.
Or what? You don't want to take care of your money? And now taxes. And you're like, I don't want to talk about them. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I hate taxes, man. Well, it's not even I hate it. It's because I just haven't done mine since last year. Not gonna lie.
But don't you do it through TurboTax?
I did it through TurboTax last time, but it was for sure. No, it was wrong. Like, my information was like wrong.
You're like, I got $38,000.
No, dude, I got a letter from the IRS, and then after that, I was so scared to do my taxes, dude. Like, because I know I probably filled it out wrong. That's probably I got a little too much back. So, like, I don't know. I'm just scared. Like, not gonna lie. But if anybody is willing to help me out for free, shit my DM, please. Please, because like that's the thing, because I know from the year that, because this was 3 years ago.
Oh shit!
You know, I shouldn't say that because when they could come arrest me. Wait, does it matter, like, or does it have to be like a certain amount?
I think it has to be a certain amount.
Okay, then I'm safe. So literally, like, ever since that year of TurboTax, I got that letter, and like I've just been so scared because I know each year actually you have to pay the person for each year that you file. So I'm like, I don't know how much I'm gonna be expected to pay for that, and then apart from that, what if I have to pay back? And then I got my W-2 this year for last year for
well, because you only worked a couple of days. Yeah, you were supposed to get a W-2 form from last year.
Well, I got that one too, but I got one for YouTube, and I'm actually kind of like decently okay with it because I know I didn't make too much that they could probably tax me a lot, but I just
maybe you could just report it as a loss.
You're smart.
I know the tricks. I know the tricks.
You my tax person.
Nah, y'all. But before we even get a little too much into taxes, I want to jump right into wine of the week. But hold on, y'all. We're not going to do it for the last episode.
I thought we were going to do wine for the last episode.
No, dude, it's because, like, I haven't, like, actually, like, got back to the groove of drinking. And, like, today, you guys, is my very first day where I started, like, actually
eating clean.
Yeah, and, like, started to worry a little bit about my weight. But I think it is safe to say that we will start off season 3 with a bang, and we will start off with alcohol of the week. We are going to change the name because I feel like we should definitely
have variety of
everything, and we're going to do that. Hopefully maybe we should we add a little segment where we're making the drinks? Oh, that would be a good one.
I think I like that idea because we could even
We have a kitchen area already.
We do. Oh, but okay, yeah, that's something to think about.
What's something to think about?
Definitely work out for sure.
Like, yeah.
We're just gonna have to get like a higher table, low key, and like. Anyways, we'll talk about that more later.
But
okay?
you guys, yeah, that's definitely gonna come back. So if you guys are stressed about taxes, please take a shot right now.
Yeah.
Take 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
looking-
5 until the taxes start looking like zeros.
Yeah,
you owe nothing.
You owe nothing. You know what? Just flee the country, bitch. You're
Nah,
done.
but now that I'm gonna do an adult and I do my taxes now by myself, I feel like right when I turned 18, automatically my mom was like, "Oh, go do your taxes with this person." When I did my taxes the first time around, I really didn't know what I was doing. All I heard was I was gonna get some free money back.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I got extra money. That's my bonus for the year, you know?
Yeah,
So
dude.
then I started understanding a little bit more taxes because I started working for a better company, which was T-Mobile. And they used to do tax exempt. And T-Mobile was one of those companies that let you tax exempt, which you pretty much don't pay taxes
The entire
entire time that you're getting paid because
until you change it.
until you change it, of course, to getting tax exempt again. But what I was going with this was that I taxed it for like a whole tax exempted for a whole year, my first year of working at T-Mobile. And when I went to go do my taxes with my mom, mind you, the guy me estaba regañando like if he was my fucking parent, and he fucking bugged the shit out of me. He's like, "Why'd you tax exempt?" I was like, "Oh, because I wanted to, like, because I wanted to get more problems.
My decision, it's my money."
Yeah, he's like, he literally looks at my mom. I was 19, bitch. He looks at my mom and he goes, "You know, usually kids that do this spend it all on clothes and alcohol." And I was like, "I don't drink. I'm 19." He's like, "Well, they do drugs and stuff." I was like, "I've never done drugs in my life. What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'm literally going to school 24/7 right now. Like, I don't do anything else but go to school and then go to work."
Yeah.
Like, what are you like, why are you telling my mom these things? You know what I mean? So after that day, I fucking didn't want to do it with him anymore. That's when I was already with Alan. So wherever he did to his taxes, I ended up doing my taxes because I didn't like that shit. And imagine, like, what if he was telling my mom personal shit about my money? Like, I understand she was my mom, but like, there's times where it's like, okay, like,
it's confidential.
It's confidential. It's privacy. Like, I don't want my mom knowing how much I'm making. Yeah. I don't care how old I am. Like, I just don't think she should know what I was making.
If
like,
she's not telling you how much she's making,
exactly. So I just didn't like that tax person. Era un pinche mamón. And honestly, he didn't even he fucking charged like crazy. And he was fucking old and
ugly. How much did you end up paying?
Huh?
How much did you?
Well, at the time it was only like $70.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wonder how much it is now, Loki.
I know, because
that's the last time I remember paying somebody to do my taxes. I only paid, I think, $100 actually.
$100.
Well, which I didn't think was that bad. I was like, okay, like. You know?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wish I was prepared for adulthood. Like, my mom was a Mexican immigrant, didn't know what was going on here in the United States. She was barely handling her own self, so she didn't have the time to be like, "Oh, Danny, I'm gonna go do my taxes." Like, to me, nada de eso me interesó. Like, I was just kind of like, "Oh, we're at an office building and I'm bored as fuck." Like
you're just
can I go
your
home?
life as a kid.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to go home. Like, I wasn't paying attention. So my mom also didn't tell me, like, "Mijo, like, you're about to be in high school. Like, you're gonna have to do taxes soon. Like, I just want you to prepare you." I wish my mom was educated enough to tell me that I had to do my taxes because we did have the resources at school to have an elective to teach us about taxes, right? You remember that, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I wish my mom told me so that I could be like, okay, when I'm an adult, I'm ready to do that.
Take that.
Also, I wish we also had someone that taught us how to maneuver credit. Mm-hmm. Because that was such a difficult, like, time, right? When I got out of high school, like, all I knew that credit was just free money to me.
It was literally like free money that you were just like, okay, scan, and I'll just pay it when I can.
Yeah.
Like, because you just literally give your minimum payment and you're set, and we didn't know about anything about interest. We didn't realize how high interest could really affect us and how long it could be. Like, dude, probably when I got my first credit card when I was 18, I think, that was for sure hugest regret of my life.
Me
because
too.
ever since then, my credit has been fucked up till today, bitch. Not like and I don't know if there's plenty of y'all that could relate to this. If not, then shit, shame on me. But if you are, it's okay. I'm going through it too. But my credit has been shit because of my fucking mistake when I was 18 fucking years old. And that's how crazy fucking credit could be. Credit literally controls
your entire life.
Credit literally has control to have a roof over your head, for you to travel into your own fucking car, for you to just do like anything, to even get furniture, unless you pay cash, of course. But like, who realistically is carrying around cash just like that, you know? Like,
yeah, and I honestly, like, credit is just something that, so if you are young and you are thinking about getting a credit card, please do your research. Ask an adult, like, try to understand it. If you don't understand it, ask as much questions as you can. Yeah. I'm so glad that I'm able to use all of my mistakes with my credit and kind of be like, sister, you have to, and I'm talking about Ashley, like, you need to control how you're spending your money. Use your credit card and use it wisely. You're only supposed to use 30%. Make sure you make your minimum payment. And my sister has the great credit ever. Yeah. Like, I built that credit.
For her age, it's amazing ass fucking credit.
My sister has a good ass fucking card, like, because of her credit.
I had amazing credit like that when I was her age. I probably would have had a better card than this junkyard card that I'm dealing with that's at the dealership right now, dude. Like, it's crazy how much credit really does fucking affect you. So
right now, I am fixing my credit, so I'm a little heavy.
So literally, once he's done with that process, hopefully, like, I get started on that hoop.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much like the guinea pig. I'm trying it out for Irma, and if it all succeeds, then se lo paso a ella, and then we're gonna be successful. Finally! We're not gonna need white anymore. Nah, but I know for a fact that the first thing that I'm gonna do with my new credit is nothing. I think I'm just gonna leave it on there for a little bit. I was thinking about getting a new car so that I could work my credit a little longer, since I did have my car right now that I'm still working, but it's almost paid off. And I've heard if once you pay off your car, doesn't it like go down like dramatically? Your car, when you pay off your car completely,
like the value of it?
No, your credit. Does your credit go down?
I don't
or does it go up?
So I feel like it should go up because you have.
But I've heard that if you pay off your credit cards or even your credit loans or any type of loan, that your credit goes down because you don't have a loan anymore.
Well, it's just paying off your credit as long as you don't close out the credit.
But it's gonna be closed out because I'm already done paying it off.
That's a
I don't know. See, we're about to be 26 years old, and we have still got questions.
Exactly. So if anybody actually knows and does work in these kind of offices, once again, comment down below because we would love to get some answers, because we just don't fucking know. We need answers. We need help.
Yeah,
please.
And right now I feel like I'm in a point in my life where I'm just kind of like, I need to like get my shit together. Yeah. Like, girl, like, we're about to be old as fuck.
Yeah,
like, I'm honestly like, to me, look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I told myself that by 25, I was going to get my nose done. By 25, I was going to lose weight. By 25, I was going to have my house. By 25, I was going to have my car. By 25, and I did all of that. I got my car. Yeah. Not my dream car, but I got a car
that gets you A to B.
That is bomb as fuck. Yes. I love my car. It's not my dream car, but I feel like I love my car, that it is my dream car. You know what I mean? But I have a house over my head. I have 4 dogs. I have a beautiful friend, and my family is healthy. We're living our lives. So I feel like now that I'm 30, I really know what I want. I really want to buy my new apartment in New York. I really do.
An apartment in New York?
Yeah. I feel like I can go to New York a lot than I can buy an apartment. I would love to buy
to just like visit or to live over there.
No, just to visit.
Oh,
yeah, I want to have locations everywhere. I want to like to places that I love. So like I would love to have one in Orlando, Florida, because since they have Disney World and Universal, like instead of me having to buy for the hotel, you're already getting.
And then at the end of the day, it's investment, because you could usually like have those as Airbnbs when you're not using them. Like,
and if Airbnb doesn't exist, it's okay. It's a summer house.
Manifesting that success for you.
So you guys, I just wish like we lived in a perfect world where we were taught things correctly and we had like our husbands chosen out. I'm just gonna.
Bitch, you know what? And let us know down below if they actually started teaching this in class, because I don't know if it's just me in my head making up scenarios, but I think I heard that they're starting to teach these, or there's actually some chill teachers out there that are teaching their students. So let us know if you guys have that kind of teacher, or if you guys are actually starting or they're finally teaching that in school.
I don't know. I just, there's a part where I just blocked you out. I was like, what? Why did I do that?
You
Anyway,
zoned out. That
yeah,
was
I
me
swear.
sometimes too,
Anyways,
though. Sometimes, dude, not
but like to
gonna
me, I
lie.
feel bad because
No,
I'm
yeah,
like,
same.
what?
Yeah, same. Because sometimes when I don't know if you guys have noticed in the videos that like one of us looked blinked out. Those are the moments
Probably
where we
are
zone
blacked
out.
out.
Okay, guys. So
Anyways,
now you know.
well, one thing that I did want to talk about was my little nanacita. I know you guys always have to talk. I know that you guys are tired of it. You're tired of talking about it.
I'm not. You look good. The fuck.
But you guys, I know that for the next season I'm not gonna have my tape anymore, so every single time I'm filming I'm gonna have my new nose, which I'm absolutely in love with it. So I feel like I can't do anything better than my nose. Like my nose looks so good. And the other day we were talking about it, me Alan and Irma were talking about how my nose looks kind of like how my nose was supposed to be, like from the very beginning. Like this nose was made for me, like because it didn't really change a lot in my face, like if you directly look at me, but when you look from the side you're kind of like, oh, what the fuck, like
you really do have like a snatched nose.
like a snatched nose, which I don't mind it, you know, like, but like I said, I'm still swollen and stuff like that. So I love my nose. There's nothing else about it. But one thing that I do want to tell you guys is about the tape. It's been 6 weeks, babes. It's been a while. I can work out now. I can tape. I don't have to tape my nose. Now, doctor did recommend me to tape my nose for up to at least 3 months, even up to even 5 if I really was pushing it. Just because, like, my nose was open, girl. Like I and I'm gonna be actually direct. Like a lot of people have actually been comparing my nose job journey to a lot of different influencers. And one thing, I don't mind being compared to influencers. I don't have a problem with it, but like, let's not forget, like, I had a different surgery. Like, I had a completely different surgery than what they had. And I did my research from before then, so I know how they got their nose done before. So mine was completely different, and theirs was completely different, and everyone's was completely different. So
and to kind of explain the difference of the surgery, people, whenever they have nose surgery, they work from it from inside. Some doctors work from the inside. Danny had a really graphic nose that he basically had it broken, that they had to literally lift his whole skin. His whole bone was out, and they were still cleaning from the inside. Like, just imagine the trauma the nose already goes through when, like, it's just doing little inside. But when it's on the outside, it's extra trauma that you don't expect to get, especially with the kind of change that you had to go through for your nose.
Yeah, and I feel like every single time I'm explaining to you guys, like I feel like I have to be explaining myself that, oh no, my nose is swollen. My nose isn't swollen anymore how it used to. Like if you guys saw from the very first time that I went my week checkup, my nose was hella fucking swollen. Like, bitch, I look like fucking Yoshi, bitch. I know for a fact.
You were able to see the smoothness for sure.
From the side, and I was okay with that because I had already known, like, bitch, just a week ago they cut my nose open. Bitch, just today they took all my stitches. Like, my nose isn't gonna look perfect today. Like, of course not, you know. I was mentally prepared for all of that. Right now, the only thing that I'm having trouble with is that my tip is really hard. But like I said, it's been only a month that I've been in recovery, so I still have a long time. But doctor did say, like, every single day it's gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And your nose, like I said, people don't talk about this when they get their nose done, is that you swell a lot randomly. Even doctor even told me, like, yeah, Danny, you can work out now, but please make sure you wear your tape because you will notice some swelling. And I don't want to swell. Why? Because if I swell, then it won't heal properly. So why the fuck would I want that to swell? You know what I mean?
And it's not just swelling from, like, going to the gym. It's also swelling from what you're eating, from even just bending down, stress, bending your head, like, basically
smelling certain chemicals.
Yeah, it has a lot. Nose recoveries, I didn't even know, has a lot to come with
it's
it.
a lot.
I was like, what
and I wouldn't think it was a lot. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, I'll get my nose in and I'm ready tomorrow.
Yeah, no, literally, you really did think that, dude.
I did think that.
But, like, realistically, it's just a huge trauma on the face and the that is just gonna,
and it's the center of your face, so
it's
like
the center of your face. So
but anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode of Let's Talk Bananas.
We're gonna miss you for a minute. We're not gonna be away for too long, so don't forget about us. Be aware if you guys aren't gonna see a video from us on Let's Talk Pendejadas. Of course, subscribe to Danny to watch his videos. Subscribe to me to watch my videos whenever I upload and whenever Danny uploads. But we are gonna be back very, very soon. So don't miss out. Keep your notifications on.
And while we are gone, we are gonna post some of our older episodes on our new Instagram account. So go ahead and click the link in the description below to go follow it right now.
Yes.
So you guys can see all of our older episodes, because I feel like this era that we're going into is really much production. Like you guys don't understand how long we've been working on the design, and like how long we still don't even have the perfect song yet. And like it's so difficult. I've gone over 600 songs and I still haven't. I found three.
Yeah.
3 out of those 3.
Yeah,
600 sounds.
It's that hard
3.
because you want to know, like, you know what you're looking for, but you just haven't found it yet. You know,
so this time around, like, we are really putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of investment into this, and I just can't wait. And I hope the execution comes out.
It will come out. We have to
manifest.
It will come out, you guys.
But you guys, this is the last affirmation that we have for you guys. This is our positive affirmation. So let's not leave this episode in any negative room. Make sure you breathe in and breathe out. Let go of everything. And let me read you the quote of the day. I've been reading this book lately that has been helping me through with my mentalness a lot. That has also been making me like think twice about what I say or what I do. So I steer by this book, okay? I actually cried twice already because this bitch is a bitch. Okay. Heal yourself, not just so you can thrive, but to ensure that people who cross your path in the future are safer from harm.
Oh my God, stop.
Shoot me in the head!
That makes me want to cry. What the fuck?
It's so sad. It's so real, though. It's so real. It's so real. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode as much as we did. We'll see you guys in season 3. Bye.